If you're feeling overwhelmed, this video will help you in 3 simple steps. Step 1, we're going to write all our feelings which are causing you to feel overwhelmed. Step 2, we're going to add a logical brain and a logical side to those emotions. And step 3, we develop the action plan. So let's go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Honestly, it's January and I have been feeling this a lot, and I know some of my friends are feeling the same way. And it's just this thing that by the end of 2023 in December, we had very high expectations of ourselves. We thought we will hit the gym, we will start that $1 million business, we will be in the best shape of our life, we will have the best career, we will have the best relationships. And now the January and reality is kicking in. We don't feel that good and we feel super overwhelmed looking at the success of other people, constantly comparing ourselves to others. So I thought I really need to do this video because personally I also feel super overwhelmed looking at others, looking at the vision that I had for myself for 2024 and how it is going so far. So I thought, let's do this video, and it's super close to my heart and I think it will help you as well. This video will be divided into 3 simple sections, like I said before. Let's dive in the first section. This section is one of the most important ones. I know that we talk about action plans, but in the end, you really need to understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling. So step 1 is writing all your emotions and pouring your heart out, and nobody is going to see this, so you need to be honest and you need to write what you are feeling. You cannot lie to yourself. You do not need any filter. If it takes 50 pages, you take 50 pages, and you need to write every single thing that you're feeling. What really helps is, I would say, just start writing broadly and don't really categorize. But after some point when you feel, okay, I feel lighter, I want you to do this exercise. I want you to divide your emotions into 5 main areas. So these 5 main areas are the areas that I discussed before in my previous video, which are God, career, relationships, health, and yourself. So these are the 5 main domains in your life. And if you followed that video, you would know that we set our goals and set ourselves for success in these 5 areas of domain. And usually if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's either 1, 2, or all of these which are causing you this trouble and this feeling of, oh, I don't feel things are going my way. So the best idea would be start journaling and write, okay, how am I feeling my relationship with God or my spiritual well-being? Like, how is it going? Write that down and write very honestly. Okay, good. Now, second thing that we move on to in this practice and in this step is career. So do you feel happy with it? So there are some prompts which you can follow. Do I feel happy with my career? Where would I like to be? Is there something which is bothering me or keeps me up late at night? Things like that. So try to focus as much as you want on what you are feeling. Then number 3, we move on to health. Do you feel you're taking care of your health? Are you hitting the gym? If you're not hitting the gym, or you have circumstances in which you cannot do any physical activity, do you still take the time out to go out for a walk? How are you balancing that? What do your meals look like? And how are you feeling about your relationship with your body? Here, it is very important to see how are you feeling about your mental health as well. Do you feel you're pampering up yourself, you're giving yourself the time or not? And then number 4 is relationships. So how is it going with, if you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, how is it going with your parents? How is it going with your sister and brother or your siblings? How is it going with the larger family if you are a very community-based person? So how is it going, and is there something at the back of your mind which is causing you some unrest or discomfort? Write it all down. I won't read it. Nobody will read it. And then the 5th part, and I think it is one of the most important ones, is yourself. Like, how do you feel? Do you have the time for yourself, or are you too stressed? because of, I don't know, the future or because of your job. How are you feeling about yourself? Do you have enough time for yourself? Do you have enough time to relax? Just wind down and not worry about anything. So you need to write about all of these things, and then we will understand better if one or either more of these are actually bothering you and causing you this feeling of being overwhelmed. Because I was feeling the same way, I'm going to do this exercise with you so that you know that it's not just you who is feeling this, it's also me, it's also everyone else. And it's also okay to sometimes feel overwhelmed and not have all the answers. It's completely okay to not have all the answers and to not have everything figured out. Literally everyone is faking it, and if you needed to hear this today, I just want you to know you're doing amazing, and you're going to don't compare yourself with other people. I always say that you need to compare yourself with who you were 5, 2, 3, 1 year ago, and then see how much progress you have made. So it's okay to feel this way. It's completely normal, and I'm here with you, and we are going to get out of these feelings together. So with that, let's move to step 2. Okay, so step 2 is all about, okay, I have put all my emotions, everything that I'm feeling, everything that I'm fearing, everything that I'm scared of, all of the hopes, aspirations that I have, they've already gone into step 1. So step 2 is adding some logical or rational part of your brain to those feelings. So this is more about, okay, now what I want you to see is, here we are going to use the principle of Stoicism. So in Stoicism, one of the main underlying principles is understanding what is in the circle of your control versus what is out of the circle of your control. And now we are going to journal what in each of these categories, so in God, in career, in health, in relationships, and in your relationship with yourself, what do you feel out of those feelings? What do you think is in the circle of your control versus what is out of the circle of your control? Let's go and write this next. Okay, maybe in this video I got very emotional, a little bit, maybe, but it's just because it's just normal. It's normal to feel like you don't have things in your control. It's normal to think that I'm not doing the best. And I know usually my videos are more businessy and how to be your best self, and those are good things. But we have to be realistic, and we have to know that sometimes life doesn't go our way. Sometimes things beyond our control happen. And I don't know, it's more of a reassuring video that there is nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with, if there are external circumstances which are causing you to feel like this, it is not your fault. So yeah, I just want to say that, and I just want to give you a virtual hug, because it's okay. Life is not that easy, and you're doing amazing. Okay, back to our writing about what is in our control versus what is out of our control. I'm sure you must be done with it by now, so let's move on to step 3. Now that we have done step 1 and step 2, we move on to step 3. Step 3 is all about seeing, okay, this is in the circle of my control, this is not in the circle of my control. The things which are not in the circle of your control, just give it to the universe or give it to God, just outsource it. Say, it is not my problem. I let the universe or God or whoever you believe in, just let them take care of it and not worry about it. And then what exactly is in your circle of control, you let that be your focus. And in step 3, we actually start with saying, what can I do today to make myself feel more in control? Or what do I do today which will help me become better, and feel less overwhelmed, and help me progress towards the goals that I have. So instead of feeling, I think most of the times when we feel this overwhelmed is because we feel things are not in my control. I am not in charge here. And trust me, when you will do this and when you will start focusing at that one thing or that two things that you can do in your control, you'll feel so much better and you will feel very less over. Yes, so this is not a lesson in theory, and this is not something that I'm talking about which is very irrelevant. I want to share what happened with me and my own personal journey through the practices that I taught you about. So first of all, I wrote my so many feelings because I've been feeling super overwhelmed. But finally, I found out that what is causing me, when I finally placed them in the buckets, I found that my relationship with Allah was not that well, because I was so stressed, and I think some of them are counterintuitive, like one thing leads to another. So my relationship with Allah was broken because I was way too stressed about my career, causing me to not focus on my health and myself. So the main cause was not having good relationship with Allah, because I was so stressed about my work and I was not letting things be. I was not letting Him take care of my things. I was just focusing and stressing on what was beyond my control. So now that I know which were the things that were really bothering me, I wrote my action steps. So in the God pillar, I decided that I'm going to pray my next prayer. I'm going to pray it on time. In the health pillar, I wrote that today for dinner, I'm going to eat clean and I'm not going to have greasy foods. Then for career, I said, I'm going to focus on my side hustle and I'm going to focus on my passion project, which is why I'm making this video. So understand what exactly in all of these 5 pillars is causing you that distress, and then take one very small step. It is not about, okay, I'm going to apply to 5,000 jobs because I'm not happy with my current job. No. You just need to be like, okay, I'm just going to talk to my friend who might have a job, or I'm going to make that phone call right now, or I'm going to go on LinkedIn and then see if there is something nice and I'm going to easy apply it in 2 seconds. So it is not something big and overwhelming. It's just one small, simple step which can help you feel a little bit more in control, and then we take ourselves from that. So that is it for this section. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I really hope that it helps, and I'll see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!